Hello and welcome back to another video. If you guys are new here, welcome. I'm glad to be crossing your path today. So one of my big questions that I get a lot is, how do I keep my hair looking so good all the time? Not right now, because right now it's in a ponytail, but when I have like my blowout or my signature hairstyle, which is like with voluminous curls and all that, like how do I keep that up? And basically, how do I have good hair all the time? I'm about to tell you the secret. It's because I extend my wash days, refresh my blowouts. I can go up to 2 weeks without washing my hair. To some people that's disgusting, but hear me out. I have trained my hair throughout the years to go long periods of time. It does not get greasy until after 1 week. And it doesn't stink. My hair, my scalp doesn't stink. I do get some dandruff, but again, that's like after the 1 week mark. And the only times I would go 2 weeks is because, hello, I'm a mom and mom life comes first a lot of the times. So I don't be having the time. Now, I am pushing 2 weeks right now. Hence why I'm about to show you how I do this. So, when did I wash my hair? Yeah, we're going on a week and a half right now. We're on a week and a half. So very little products are being used today, and very little tools. So here's what I'm going to show you. We have 2 different dry shampoos, one for volume and just one for just my hair color, just like for darker. You don't necessarily need one for your hair color. You just possibly could just use one, which is the volumizing one. And then a blow dryer with a brush. If you have one of those blow dryer brushes, you can use that too. That's totally fine. I'm just going to use this because this is what I'm used to. And I'm going to show you, since I'm going to show you 2 ways on how I keep my hair refreshed and looking good, I'm also going to be using a body waver. So let's get right into it. Okay, so as you guys can see, my hair is in this ponytail. Lifeless. As you can see, it looks very like thin up here because this is where like it's all the grease from the scalp is going into the ponytail, so it is getting greasy, and it's starting to stick together. The ends are still quite bouncy and voluminous, so that's how I know I can keep this up. If the oil starts getting to the ends, then just wash your hair. You can't keep going. Just wash your hair. But also, because my hair's been in a ponytail for the past few days, we are going to have to try to remove some of the indentation from the scrunchies. So let's put my hair down, shake it out, and let's assess what it looks like right now. So if I were to put it in its normal state of when I have my hair down, so that's like a normal middle part, just shake it out. It doesn't look too bad, right? It's just the flatness at my scalp, and it's because of the grease. But if you can see the bottom, it is still quite voluminous, bouncy, and it looks good. But yeah, you can see the indentation right here, the hump from where I had the scrunchie. So that would need to be removed. First thing I'm gonna do is detangle. Easy enough, right? So let's just detangle. And brushing it will kind of help remove that indentation a little bit, as you guys can see. But we still have to put in some work. Okay, so first thing we're going to use is a volumizing dry shampoo because we want to bring back life into the hair. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to put dry shampoo on our entire head basically. So we're going to section. And this process is actually pretty quick. It just seems like a lot of work. Actually, or just a lot of steps. I don't know. But you're going to want to just take your hair, and these sections don't have to be perfect, just do it in sections so you can get the most coverage through every part of your hair. And you want to hit it from the bottom and the top. And you're going to want to go as far down on the hair as you feel like you need. So since my grease kind of goes up to here, all this is going to get dry shampoo. So I'm just going to stretch it out, and just like that, all that's going to get dry shampoo. And I wouldn't suggest this for the long term, but say if your wash day, so say if you're within your week, you wash your hair every 3 to 7 days. If you want to just go an extra day from your wash day, I would suggest doing this like on the day you would normally wash your hair. So say if I were to wash, today's my wash day, but I want to try to extend it, I'm going to do this today to try to drag it out a little longer. Now I have done this before, like on 2 consecutive days, just back to back, because specifically it was my birthday weekend. And my birthday landed on a Thursday. So I did my hair earlier in the week. I think it was like Sunday. Well, I always do my hair usually like on a Sunday. Saturday or Sunday. And my birthday was on Thursday. Well, I wanted my hair to look good for my birthday on that day. So what I did was I just did this just to refresh it, make it look good. Some air ventilation. Now, in the front of your hair, I would suggest making smaller pieces just so you can try to get all of the parts, so that, because it's the first part you're going to see. So now that we look like Jack Frost, we're gonna let this sit a while. Let me get some air real quick before I pass out in here. I promise, I usually do this with my door open so air gets in here, but we're trying to keep things quiet for the video. So as it sits, it's already been like probably a minute or 2, but as it sits a little bit longer, I like to let it sit for 5 minutes. I'm gonna tell you like a few other tips. If you have bangs and or curtain bangs, any type of fringe in the front that's short, I would actually suggest taking that part out, like sectioning that part out, and actually just wash that part, since it is a main focus point of your hair. It's probably better to just wash it. So brush everything back, maybe put like a headband to cover everything else, and section off it in just a little section of your bangs. Wash it in the sink, just do like one wash, a little bit of shampoo, some water, wash it out, and then blow dry it out. That way that actually stays the freshest and actually looks the best. I am not going to show you that because my bangs are no longer bangs. My bangs are now like just as long as the rest of my hair. Let's see. Yeah. Where are my bangs? Right there. Those are my current bangs. They're tremendously long. I don't count them as bangs anymore. Ways that I extended my wash days where I can go longer periods of time without washing my hair is this right here. Exactly. Is just putting in, just extending it by like a day, getting my hair used to just going an extra day helped a lot. That could gradually go up to a week. Also just sitting in that grease when you're doing your hair, when actually washing your hair, don't leave any conditioner in your hair. And this is gonna take a longer time because I have been doing this since I was probably like in high school, where I don't leave any conditioner behind in my hair whatsoever. The conditioner doesn't even sit in my hair for too long. And also don't put the conditioner on your scalp, like near your roots. Your conditioner goes from here down. Like, that's another big issue. Serums, only put them at the bottom of your hair, not the roots. Unless like you have some flyaways, then whatever's remaining on your hands of serums that you put at the bottom of your hair, I'll simply just lightly kind of go like this on the top, but don't put anything too heavy on top of your head, otherwise it'll get greasier faster. Okay, so some time has gone, and at this point you maybe want to start brushing it. No, don't brush it. We're just gonna go straight in with a blow dryer because we want to bring the volume back. We want to bring the volume back and the bounce back. So that's why we're gonna use a blow dryer. And I would just focus again on the top because it's gonna be your main point that people are gonna see. I would honestly leave the bottom. So part of my goal is to remove the indentation, which you kind of can't see it, but I know it's there. But try to remove the indentation from the scrunchie and also remove the white cast. And we're gonna do this very simply. I'm going to split my hair in two. And we're gonna do what I call like a rough blow dry. So it's just leaving it like this and kind of just going all around and like just flipping the hair back and forth. Touching it very minimally with my hands because the grease can come from your hands as well. So of course wash your hands before you do any of this, so your hands are nice and clean and dry. And I'm gonna mute this so that you don't hear the blow dryer. Enjoy the music, whatever I end up choosing, but I'm going to show you exactly what I do. So I'm gonna pause halfway. I showed you guys in real time. I didn't really cut much. If I cut, it was just because the brush got stuck in my hair. But when you do this, your hair is gonna feel hard because of the dry shampoo. But if you notice, I basically pulled the hair up and away from my scalp. So what I'm just gonna do is just brush the ends, because it did kind of get a little bunched up when I was blow drying it. But I'm not gonna brush the top because there's grease on my brush, of course. But you can see that there's a little bit more volume, at least more shape here. Right now the side's messy, so it kind of looks the same, but here's a little bit more shape. And I'm gonna hit it a little bit more, especially back here, because it feels a little bit not as dry as the front. So I'm just gonna hit it a little bit more back there. Again, just picking up the hair and pushing up. Again, it doesn't take long. The goal is to just stretch the hair up so that there is volume. So when you want to bring in more dry shampoo, it's now. So, but we're going to work a little bit differently. We're going to work upside down and work our way back. Now this one we are going to brush out. So we're going to again flip back over and we're going to brush upside down. Always start from your ends, then work your way up, so that way you don't have any breakage. And flip. Don't break your neck. And now you can kind of just fluff it out and style it the way you do, like, and just part it where you would part it. And you have a refreshed blowout. I wouldn't recommend putting any serums in at this point because you're gonna defeat what we just did, all the work that we just did. Wow, my hair looks really, really good right now. So another way that you can make your hair just look a little bit better, if this did not work for you, is a body waver, because the waver, or beach waver I want to say, can give you extra volume at your roots just by the way you position the curler. What you want to do is basically make sure that the barrel that's on the end, that kind of, depending on where you are, make sure that the barrel that has the cap at the top goes to the root, because what you want to do is have that barrel push up at the root, so that way look, it's not even completely heated up, but it already gave me a little bit of volume, even though it's not heated up all the way. But that's what's going to give you extra volume. Now if you want, you can do your whole entire head like this, doing the beach waver, and it'll look very voluminous. I'm kind of going to do it like sparingly, just so you guys can see what it looks like, but focusing more on the front, because that's what's going to look the flattest. The front, the top, the bottom portions of your hair can kind of stay where it is. You can, so basically if you're going to use this method of using the body, why do I keep calling it body waver? Beach waver. You're going to want to do those first initial steps before I use the blow dryer. You're going to put in the volumizing dry shampoo in as many sections as you want. Leave it there, let it sit. And instead of going in with the blow dryer, you're just going to go straight in with the beach waver. I cannot speak right now. So I'm just going to brush a little bit more just to make it a little bit more flexible, since I have all that dry shampoo in my head right now. I'm going to just make it a little bit more flexible by brushing through it. The more you brush through it, the more the what's it called? The dry shampoo will kind of brush off and not be as effective. So as you can see, my hair is already going flat because I am brushing the crap out of it. It's already going flat. So like I said, barrel with the top under, that it's gonna go on top, and go as close as you can to your root. Don't burn yourself. And just start crimping away like you normally do. But that initial bump, you see it right there, I like to bump it a few more times like this, so that way it can like stay, and that's gonna give you volume right there. And the rest of the way I kind of just like half-ass it, like I kind of just crimp very lightly. The main part, OMG, what is up with my language? The main part that we want to focus on is the roots. So keeping in mind that you already have these dry shampoo in your hair, doing this will melt it into your hair, so you don't have to worry about like brushing it out. It'll kind of melt itself into the hair. but already there you can see there is volume, and it's refreshing very well. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna finish crimping and then we're gonna come back. Okay, it's all crimped out. It looks a little crazy right now because I have not touched it. I just crimped it, did not touch it. For the back, I only crimped like a few top pieces. I let the bottom go because, like I said, the less you mess with your hair, the less oil comes back. And plus you won't see the bottom. You'll just see like the main top pieces. So for this process, for this version, like I said, you're gonna start off with putting using volumizing dry shampoo on lots of parts of your hair, and then go straight in with the beach waver. Sorry. Once you are at this point that nothing is touched, then go in with your colored dry shampoo or regular dry shampoo. I like to use a colored one just because then even if I miss some spots of like zhuzhing it in, you won't notice because it's dark. But you just grab it, put them in there, grab it, put them in there, in the back, and then just toss the hair. And now the hair's, again, volume. It looks clean. It looks like you just did it first day, and it's not. Okay, so I hope I was able to explain this as well as I could, and that the steps were easy to follow. Just as a quick summary, part your hair in as many sections as you can and put in some volumizing dry shampoo. The key is the volumizing because it's going to just bring back life into your hair, whereas dry shampoo just kind of pulls the oils, but you want that life to go back into your hair to actually make it look like day one hair. Second is to apply heat in some way. So whether it's, if you want to keep the blowout, use a blow dryer and a brush to work that in, or use some type of curler if you want your curls back to melt that in. Next step is to add in a colored dry shampoo just so that you can add in as like a finishing touch, so that you get more of the benefit of the dry shampoo without having to remove a lot of it, because it'll just be seamless. But if you don't have a colored dry shampoo or can't find one, a regular one is just fine, or you can use more of the volumizing one. Just make sure that you really zhuzh that in so that it goes away, so that the white cast kind of goes away. Again, you don't want to use any serums at this point because then it's going to defeat the purpose of what you did. If you're keeping the blowout and not doing any curls, I suggest brushing your hair upside down once you add in all your dry shampoo, because then that'll add more volume to your hair. And really quick, for all the questions I get on this blow dryer, this is the Ion Luxe blow dryer. I'm going to link a video up above of how I used it the very first time, how much I loved it. It's been years now since I've had it, probably 3 years, but it comes out with a focused attachment, a diffuser attachment, and 2 air curler attachments for my voluminous bouncy curls you guys always see and always question about. If you guys like videos like this on how I do my hair, how I manage my hair, maintain my hair, and all that, leave me a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you like content like this, and give me a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.